All right. Hey, ho, let's go. Are we recording? We are recording. All right. This is Resistance Radio, where natural selection selects resistance. And logic usually survives the first round, hopefully. All right. Welcome back. I'm your host. Today we are talking about everybody's favorite dinner party topic, and that is Ebola. But before you start building a bunker in your backyard, let's get some facts straight. This isn't the Hollywood movie version of Ebola that you're thinking of. It's actually a specific strain called the Bundibugyo, and it's currently making a bit of a mess in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Uganda. The World Health Organization has just slapped a PHEIC label on it that stands for a public health emergency of international concern. In the world of public health, that's basically the equivalent of a check engine light coming on in your car. It's not a full-blown, the wheels are falling off pandemic emergency, but it is a signal that the international community needs to stop scrolling through TikTok and start paying attention. So let's talk numbers, because context is everything. As of mid-May, we're looking at 8 laboratory confirmed cases and 246 suspected cases in the Ituri province of the DRC, along with 80 suspected deaths. Wow. Now, 246 might sound like a lot, or maybe it sounds like a little to you. I don't know. To me, it seems like a lot. But let me put it into perspective. Imagine a standard Boeing 737 aircraft. If every single person on that plane was a suspected case, you'd still have about 50 people left over waiting in the terminal. It's a significant number of people in a very concentrated area, especially when you consider that Uganda has already seen 2 confirmed cases and travelers arriving in Kampala. Now, here's the snarky reality check. We've gotten a little spoiled lately with the magic bullet medicine, right? When the Zaire strain of Ebola hit a few years ago in 2014 and 2015 in West Africa, we were able to develop vaccines, and that's essentially how we were able to end that outbreak. But for the Bundibugyo Ebola, there are currently no FDA-approved vaccines or therapeutics. None. Zilch. Zero. If you show up with this, doctors can't just give you a shot and send you on your way. Instead, we're going back to the basics of high-resource supportive care, like fluids, electrolytes, and keeping your organs from quitting their day jobs while your body fights the virus. It means that preparedness for health systems isn't just about stocking a freezer with vials. It's about making sure triage and isolation protocols are actually followed so that the virus doesn't hitch a ride to the next town. The CDC has already activated its emergency response center to help with things like contact tracing and lab testing in the affected regions. They've also issued travel health notices. But before you start demanding we close the borders, the WHO is actually advising against broad travel bans. Why? Because broad bans are just like trying to stop a flood with a chain link fence. They consume massive resources and usually just end up stigmatizing the people who need the help the most. The real challenge isn't just the virus, it's the fragile health systems and outbreak fatigue in Eastern DRC. These communities have been going through the ringer, and adding a vaccine-less Ebola strain to the mix is like asking someone to run a marathon while holding a lit stick of dynamite. So what's the takeaway for those of us that are not currently in Ituri? It's a reminder that global health isn't just about the latest tech, it's about the unsexy, human-centered work of surveillance and community engagement. We'll keep an eye on that check engine light for you. In the meantime, keep your hands clean and your logic sharper. This is Resistance. This is Resistance Radio. Be well, be smart, and remember, pathogens don't need a passport to travel, but they do hate a prepared plan.